Hello, hi. I have another Sims video. I just thought it was fun last time, so I'm gonna do it again. This is the house that I originally recorded when I thought I had like the bright idea to make a Sims video. So this is the house I built, and I decided to post it because I actually can edit it now. The audio might be slightly better this time because I decided to get my headset that has a mic in it, but I already tried doing the noise canceling thing to edit or whatever, and it didn't work that well because it started cutting out some of the words that I said, and I thought, you know what, this will just have to work. So here in the house you can see I'm trying to add a roof, and I spent a long time on the roof of this house because I couldn't decide what trim I wanted to do, what color, what size, because I couldn't find matching ones. You'll see, it took a long time to decide, and even like while I was making it, I stopped recording and then started again. That's how long it took, and it's on there for a long time. So I decided just to go ahead and make the porch because the roof was annoying me. That's what this is. I know, it's pretty great. Yeah, I don't have much to say about it so far since you can't see the inside, but oh, there I am using some cheats. What is that? Oh, ignore the thing so I could use the door. Yeah. I originally got this house idea because I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna make a little house that only uses the cats and dogs pack, but apparently I just forgot about that halfway through building because stuff on the inside is from city living, I think, and probably like not get to work, but get together. Yeah. So let me talk to you about my day. So I was feeling snacky this morning, and my mom and I were already going out, and I got the Chex Mix stuff, like the cheese kind with those triangle cheese crackers. You know what I'm talking about. So good. I walked into CVS and then I saw the big bag of it, and I was like, yes, this is exactly what I want. Also, that was a random sim that I had to make in the bottom left hand corner there. Why did I get a sim for this? Oh, so I could change lighting. Yeah, I went ahead and made a sim and got this house. Also because it's a starter home, so it's under the amount of money that you first get when you start off with a single sim. So yeah. But yeah, the sim was randomized. I don't even remember what her name was. I deleted her after I was done. Yeah. Oh, here I am messing with the roof trim. Like, I could, the trim, also sorry, I just bumped the mic. That was really loud. But the trim for the floor or whatever did not match the house trim. And yeah, see right there, it cut because I was like, this is taking forever, and I just changed it to a, like, they're slightly different, I think, but you can hardly tell depending on what time of day it is. Here I am making, oh, this is gonna be like the dog training area in the back, because since it's for cats and dogs, I made it like the inside very pet oriented. There's one of those cat climbing tree things, and there's two pet bowls, one for a dog, one for a cat, at least in my mind that there is. There's a toy like basket thing, the chest, like if you play, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, if you have this pack, of course. I mean, you might not have this pack, I don't know. But the fence, I could not get it the way that I wanted, so I had to keep moving each individual piece because fences don't move like rooms do, which is kind of annoying, but I mean, it's a fence, so I guess it's different. Yeah, very interesting. Put concrete on the roof, I think. Oh, dirt. Oh, I put dirt because I'm gonna put a lot of plants on the top because I couldn't figure out how to do a flat roof that I liked. So I decided that, yeah, I'm just gonna put a bunch of plants on the top and make it kind of cool looking. Yep, there we go. That's where the get together pack came into play. It was for the algae, like whatever they're called. I think those are really cool actually because they move, and I didn't realize they did that until I had them sized up a bunch on a tiny house that I did. Is that? I think that might also be a starter home. Yes, it is. It's a starter home as well. Is this one a starter home then? You know, this one might not be a starter home. I don't think. I can't remember. Did I do 2 starter homes? That's saying something because I don't build many houses actually. I just bank rooms. The first 2 houses that I have on the gallery I didn't even build the outside of them. My friend made like the actual house, and she asked me if I wanted to furnish the inside, and I was like, heck yeah, because that's my favorite part of The Sims is decorating the inside of it. But those are the first 2 houses. What old buildings have I made? Not counting those 2. I built a loft apartment house thing. Like it wasn't an apartment, it was a house. I built a tiny home. I built this house. And then I built, in quotes, an office for a sim. I'll talk about this in a second. But I built her an office, and I completely copied the outside design from something I saw in the gallery. But because I wanted to do the inside, because I knew how I wanted the inside to be, but I didn't want to make the outside really boring and dumb. So I looked on the gallery and I saw an office and I was like, oh, okay. And I think it's okay because I'm not going to put that on the gallery. Because it's just for my personal use. So I wanted to build an office because I have a sim named Testy, and when I first made her, her sole purpose was to test all the items in a house because I use BB.move objects a lot, so I wanted to make sure everything worked. So now that's escalated into she owns a business called Testy Incorporated, and she owns basically all of the restaurants and like retail stores and stuff like that in my world, because there's like a one big family that all lives in my game, and then Testy and some of her friends that I made. But she owns a lot of stuff. There's like 2 stores that she doesn't own because I decided I wanted one of my Sims to have a music store. But other than that, like if there's a restaurant in my game, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be owned by Testy. But I think she's really cool. She's like a fancy businesswoman, and she is part of 2 very important clubs, and one of the clubs is just her office employees, and they're all very fancy because like Testy is a big deal. She is a huge deal. If I had to get famous, she would be the highest level of celebrity that you could be because she is super important to the lore and the world of my Sims save. But like one big family, I made one of my friends as a Sim in my game when I first got it. And so she had loads of kids, and her kids had loads of kids, and those kids had loads of kids. You can see where this is going. Her family tree is so big that like 3 or 4 generations of it just say descendant, because that's how many generations of her family there is. And we always made jokes about her son Dexter, because as a child he was not a good child, so I always made him do all of the handiness stuff and like clean everything up. But you know what, he turned out great because he's married to a fancy businesswoman named Jocelyn, and they have 2 kids, and I think they're doing great. So, Dexter is doing fine, okay? He was fine as a child. If he just listened more often, then maybe he wouldn't have done all of that, like had to do all of the cleaning stuff. But he turned out great. His wife is amazing. I don't even know why she likes him, if I'm being honest, because she is so much cooler than he is. Like, don't tell him I said that, okay? But one of my favorite kids of my friends in The Sims, not in real life, is Dexter's twin. This is also a reason why I didn't like Dexter that much, because his twin sister, Leona, was so much better than him. She always listened, and she was a great artist. She's still a great artist. She's so good at painting, I guess. She married Alexander Goth. So the Goth family is also a part of this big web of family that I have. They're basically the only family in my game because I've had to delete everybody else to make room for them. But the families that are left are that one big family that I have. The Goths, the Pancakes, Testy, and basically all the people that are with Testy aren't even in the game. They're just random people that were walking around. But yeah. There's also what is his name? Tyler. Tyler is the Cloud Child. He is precious. And he has a daughter. No, okay, wait. He has 2 sons and 2 daughters. And his sons are Atlas, the oldest boy, and then Alton is the youngest. So they first adopted him and his husband, Connor. They adopted a girl named, what is her name? I can't remember. Nova. And Nova is obsessed with space. She loves space. Absolutely obsessed with it. I just recently got her a little kitten, and the kitten's name is Pluto. They are so cute together. And then they adopted, who did they adopt next? A boy. I think Alton. Was Alton next? And then Lexicon and then Atlas. But Atlas is the oldest, even though he was adopted last. And then it's Lexicon, and then Nova, and then Alton is the order of their ages. But Nova was the original kid, and she is so cute. I love that sim. She is adorable. Okay, but anyways, the reason why I started talking about Tyler is because Lexicon, I know, it's a great name, I know. She is the club president or whatever of a very popular skating league team. Very popular skating team, the Dazzling Diamonds. And they are the best of the best, the most elite skating team in the whole of the Sims world. And I'm fleshing out the lore for this. I need to make another skating team to be their rival because that would make the most sense. Because there's no other skating teams like there. So I'm thinking we do one for Newcrest, and then one for Oasis Springs, and then like one for each world, because I think that would make sense. And then they all do competitions and like intermingle or whatever. Intermingle, because Lexicon is already in Willow Creek. That's where her skating team is at, and they're all really good. And they even have their own little club meeting room underneath the big skating park. Yeah, I am sorry. I've been rambling about my Sims for like 7 minutes now. Let me talk about the build more. So right here, what are those things called? Those skinny tables. What are they? Accent tables? Or is that like including end tables? I don't know. But I always like to put them, well, not always, but if I remember, I'll be like, oh, that would be nice in a house to have that table behind a couch. So that's what I'm doing right there. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna drink some water. Can you hear that? My fancy Neptune bottle. Sorry. Oh, you guys want some ASMR? Just kidding. Oh, did you hear that? Yeah. You know, I'm thinking maybe I should move this away from my mouth because I know I've been like really loud. I'm pretty sure I reached like the top point. I don't know. I don't want to mess with the audio too much. Sorry if it's annoying and I keep hitting the mic. I just I'm trying to rest my head on my arm and I keep hitting the headphones and hitting the mic on accident. Back to the build. So when I was building this, I don't know why, but I put the coffee table like it's not straight, and I don't know why I did that. But I did it in another house that I made too. I don't know why. I don't know. I just I guess I felt like everything was too straight, so I was like, you know what, lopsided end table, but that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Because I mean, I know in real life, there's no way you can definitely get an end table 100% straight, but it's not going to be that lopsided, so I don't know. Oh, I'm picking out the dog and cat food bowls. I ended up making them both blue. I'm pretty sure one has bones and one has a fish on it because, you know, dogs and cats. I have no idea how to make these dog obstacle courses, so I just kind of stuck stuff in the back fence. I don't know. But, oh, this cat tower. I tried to put it in so many places, and did I keep it in the bedroom? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I ended up keeping it in the bedroom because I ran out of space in the, actual house. Oh, always gotta place the soap and the toothbrushes, perfectly in the bathroom. Look, in the kitchen too, for just the toothbrush. I learned that cool trick. You just move the counters away and you can get, stuff exactly where you want it. I think that's really, really cool. Where I learned that from? Kayla, Little Stinzy, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's who I saw do it, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then I started doing it. And then, as soon as I started doing it, I watched another video. I think it was the newest one or something. She was like, oh, yeah, I do that so I can place stuff on it. I was like, I already figured that out from watching the speed builds. But, oh, this path, I had a hard time. I'm not very good at making paths. I think it always looks weird being cut off at the front, but I don't know what to do about it. Should I, make it round and end before it actually does a lot? Because I think it looks bad just being cut off like that. But I don't know how to do it properly, I guess. Picking out the bed for the room. I picked green, but I'm pretty sure I made the bedroom wall yellow now that I'm rewatching this. That's so weird. Why did I do that? I should have just made the bedroom walls green to match everything else in the house. Oh, I just hit the mic again. I'm so sorry. This is not the final layout that I had for the bedroom. I wanted the dog to be at the foot of the bed, but then I was thinking, oh, that's not gonna work, and I had to redo it. And then I used the dogwood tree, which I'm gonna move, I think, 3 times, because I decided that there's too much empty space right there, and I don't know, when I do landscaping, I've only done heavy landscaping on one house, and I mean, I think it looked pretty good, maybe a bit overgrown, but that took so long to do. So I've been opting for more just bigger landscapey things instead of individual plants and placing it like this. I'm just using a bunch of rocks and making kind of a landscapey feature thing instead of like actually placing a bunch of bushes around the house and things like that. Speaking of individual landscaping though, Kayla Lil Simsy, love her. She does renovation videos, and I was thinking I might build like a rundown house for that. I mean, just for fun. Like I'll tag it under that thing, I guess. But it's not like to be in a video. I just kind of wanted to do it because it looked exciting. But I don't have any packs that come with a bunch of like crack decal things, like for walls, for big cracks in them, or for like, I don't know, cracked cement or something. But I have like spider webs from Seasons and then all the dingy stuff from City Living. So I might still try to do it. But we'll see. I've seen some really cool ones, and I don't think I'll be able to make anything as detailed as that, but I still thought it might be fun to try. Also, pro tip, what I did just there, because I realized I wanted to have the rocks closer to the path, I was like, I put a rim around it so I can move it. Here's the final product. I didn't take any screenshots. I'm sorry about that. But that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.